There comes a moment in life when you must stop adding and start removing. Not everything that stays with you is meant to remain. Some things, people, habits, emotions, quietly poison your peace. And the Stoics understood this better than anyone. They believed that peace doesn't come from what you gain, but from what you let go of. We live in a world obsessed with noise, everyone shouting, everyone showing, everyone wanting to be seen. But the truth is, your strength will come from what you do quietly, from what you cut away in silence. This video isn't about impressing anyone. It's about freeing yourself from the invisible chains that keep you from peace. The things you must eliminate, quietly, privately, without a word. So watch till the end, because what you're about to hear could change the way you carry your pain, the way you see your relationships, and the way you live your life. And before we begin, if you're someone who's drawn to wisdom, to strength, to silence, to self-mastery, then subscribe to this channel right now. Join thousands who walk this Stoic path, who choose peace over chaos, and depth over noise. Now let's begin. These are 10 things you must quietly eliminate from your life, but don't tell anyone. 1. The need for constant approval. In a world obsessed with being seen, the Stoic learns to disappear. You must quietly eliminate your dependence on validation. Most people are enslaved by the need to be liked by friends, lovers, strangers online. But the wise understand, the moment you crave applause, you hand over your peace. You were not born to be accepted by everyone. You were born to live in truth. Approval is fleeting. Today they love you, tomorrow they forget your name. Instead of seeking to be liked, seek to be real. Instead of craving recognition, aim for integrity. A Stoic knows that silence is stronger than applause. When you no longer chase validation, you begin to master yourself. Be content with doing what is right, not with being praised for it. Detach from the noise of approval, and you will feel freedom return to your soul. If you want to live with peace, stop asking for permission to be yourself. 2. The habit of complaining. Complaining is the language of weakness. It changes nothing but drains your spirit. When you complain, you give power to your pain. The Stoic doesn't deny that life can be hard. He simply refuses to let hardship define his spirit. Every complaint is a whisper that says, "I am powerless." But you are not powerless. You are capable of choosing your response, even when life feels unfair. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This is your key to peace. Instead of complaining, observe, learn, adjust, endure. Turn frustration into discipline, and anger into calm determination. The moment you stop complaining, your energy shifts from helplessness to mastery. You begin to rise. 3. The fear of being alone. Solitude is not a curse. It's the birthplace of strength. Most people run from silence because they fear what they might find within it. But the Stoic embraces solitude, for in it lies self-knowledge. When you are alone, you meet your truest self, unmasked, unfiltered, unjudged. This is where growth happens. Eliminate the fear of being alone. and you'll never again feel desperate for company. The weak chase distraction. The strong seek reflection. Solitude teaches clarity, and clarity brings peace. You cannot control the noise of the world, but you can master the silence within you. The Stoic walks alone, not because he rejects people, but because he no longer depends on them for his sense of worth. When you make peace with solitude, you become unbreakable. 4. The need to control everything. Control is an illusion. No matter how much you plan, life will always unfold in ways you cannot predict. The Stoic accepts this with calmness, not because he is weak, but because he is wise. The more you try to control outcomes, the more anxious you become. Let go. Focus only on what you can truly govern: your thoughts, your reactions, your actions. That's where your power lies. When you surrender the need to control, you gain peace. The storm still rages, but you are no longer tossed by it. This is the Stoic secret. Calm acceptance is stronger than desperate control. Epictetus taught that freedom is achieved when you stop wishing for things to be different. Learn to adapt instead of resist, to act instead of panic. When you eliminate the need to control, you begin to flow with life, not against it. 5. The poison of envy. Envy blinds you to your own blessings. It convinces you that someone else's success is your failure. The Stoic sees through this illusion. You don't need to compare your path to another's. The sun and moon both shine, but at different times. Eliminate envy, and gratitude will return to your heart. The moment you stop measuring your worth against others, peace floods in. Someone else's progress doesn't diminish yours. It simply reminds you that growth is possible. The Stoic celebrates others without jealousy, because he knows his time will come. Focus on your lane. Water your own garden. Comparison is noise. Gratitude is music. When you silence envy, your soul begins to sing again. 6. The desire to impress others. A Stoic doesn't perform. He lives. Most people spend their lives trying to appear impressive, forgetting that appearance fades but authenticity endures. Eliminate the urge to impress. Instead of asking, "How do I look?" ask, "Who am I becoming?" True confidence doesn't need an audience. The more you try to prove your worth, the further you drift from it. Stop decorating your life to please others. Start building your life to please your conscience. When you focus on substance over style, you develop real power. Let your actions speak for you. Let your peace confuse them. And let your authenticity do the talking. 7. The habit of overthinking. Overthinking is the enemy of action. The Stoic understands that clarity doesn't come from thinking endlessly, but from acting decisively. When you dwell on what might go wrong, you live the pain twice, once in your mind, and once in reality. Let go of mental noise. Breathe. Focus on what's in front of you. Overthinking is disguised fear, the mind's way of avoiding responsibility. But the Stoic doesn't hide behind thought. He steps into life with calm courage. He trusts reason, not anxiety. Eliminate overthinking by simplifying your choices. Ask, "What's the next right thing to do?" Then do it, quietly, firmly, without drama. That's how peace is built, one deliberate action at a time. 8. The fear of failure. Failure is not your enemy, it's your teacher. Every Stoic knows that growth requires falling, learning, and rising again. Fear of failure is fear of being seen as imperfect, but imperfection is what makes us human. You will never reach your potential if you're afraid to stumble. The Stoic sees failure not as shame, but as feedback. He asks, what can this moment teach me? Eliminate the fear of failing, and you eliminate hesitation. Life rewards the bold, not the cautious. Even when you fall, fall with grace, fall forward. Each mistake is a step toward mastery. As Seneca wrote, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. So welcome the lessons that pain brings. That's how resilience is born. 9. The attachment to the past. You cannot begin the next chapter while rereading the last one. The Stoic understands that memory can be a prison if not handled wisely. Eliminate your attachment to what once was, not because it didn't matter, but because it no longer serves your growth. Clinging to old pain keeps you from healing. Holding on to lost moments keeps you from living. The past cannot be changed, only understood. Forgive, release, and move forward. Every sunrise is a second chance to rebuild. The Stoic doesn't dwell on what if. He focuses on what now. Let the past be your teacher, not your home. Peace begins the moment you stop fighting with time. 10. The habit of pleasing everyone. You were not born to carry the weight of everyone's expectations. The Stoic lives by principle, not popularity. He understands that saying no is an act of self-respect, not cruelty. Eliminate the habit of pleasing everyone. When you live for others' comfort, you abandon your own purpose. Stand firm in your truth, quietly, calmly, without apology. People may misunderstand you. Let them. You are not here to be understood by all. You are here to live in alignment with your values. The Stoic walks his path with quiet confidence, knowing that peace matters more than approval. Once you stop trying to please everyone, you become free to please yourself, and that's where real power begins. Conclusion: these are the 10 things you must quietly eliminate from your life. Not for others to see, but for your own soul to breathe again. When you let go of validation, envy, overthinking, and fear, you reclaim your inner strength. This is how the Stoic lives: calm, unbothered, grounded in truth. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to this channel now. Join the Stoic path, where wisdom replaces chaos, and silence becomes strength. Our next video will reveal 10 Stoic habits to build an unshakable life. Don't miss it. Subscribe, stay mindful, and keep walking the path of inner mastery.